Hey everybody, welcome back to Hi-Fi Resale Shop. My name is Derek. I'm a reseller on eBay. I go through the things that I sold over the weekend on eBay so that you can go out to flea markets, swap meets, thrift stores, garage sales, whatever, and find estate sales and find things to sell on eBay for a profit. We sold 15 items this weekend. A pretty good dollar amount, so we made $634 gross in sales, and that is not taking out fees and shipping expenses. So, probably somewhere around $500 we made this weekend on 15 items. I'm going to go through those items that we sold so you can look for them when you're out and about and see if you can find anything. So the first thing that I sold was something I listed on Friday, and it sold on Friday. I kind of knew that going into it. I wanted to, what had happened is somebody had bought something the day before and canceled it. So I was kind of down the day going into Friday when I listed this. And I was just like, I want to sell something today, and nothing's sold so far today. So I was aiming to have this sell, which is a lot of 17 vintage Playmates 2001 Simpsons World of Springfield figures. Okay, so there's 17 figures in here. So I'll quickly go through them. So you got Krusty in his jail outfit. And you got his partner, Sideshow Bob. They have these little connectors on the bottom. They go into a play set, and I think the play set talks to you. It says stuff in their voices and stuff. You got Ned Flanders. Like Ned Flanders like that. Kind of looks evil, but Grandpa. Smithers. Homer. I think this is Dr. Nick. I'm not positive on that. Maggie, who is the smallest one. You got Marge in a police outfit. You got Selma. You got the lunch lady. I think her name is Doris. Mayor Quimby. I don't know if this guy has a name, but he's marked as pimple-faced kid at the Krusty Burger or whatever. You got another Marge in a green dress, which I could not find a listing for her anywhere, so it might be pretty rare. I thought this was the comic book guy, but I might be mistaken. And it looks just like the comic book guy, but he's got a tie on, so I don't know. I think this guy's name is Dolph. I'm not quite sure on that one. I did do all the research on this. I don't watch him all the time, so I really don't know. And this is the Mole Man. So that was everybody. So all of these 17 figures, I sold them in one. Oh, Maggie got away. Sold them in one lot. I'm going to ship them in this 8 by 10 by 6 box. And they sold for $64.99. And it sold within maybe 5 hours of listing. So that was great. The next item that sold, I put up recently as well, probably last week at some point. It's this strappy black dress with tags. So it's got tags. It had the Macy's Return sticker on there. So this is kind of sticky. But J. Valdi. It is small, and it's like a cover-up swim dress, kind of a dress you put over a swimsuit and whatever. It could be a sundress if you wanted it to be. Sold for $14.99 plus shipping on top. The next item was a pair of pants. So this pair of pants, this is Time and True black high-rise curvy denim jeans, size 10, 30 waist, 29 inseam. Time and True is a Target brand. I wouldn't buy that to resell, but I think it came in a bag of clothes, and the clothes were really nice, so I decided I was just going to put these up. So $7.49. Is it worth, let's just say, the 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes of putting it up, the 1 minute of taking up pictures of this? Is 5 minutes worth the time to make $5? I think it is. It's not going to take anything. It's just going to go in a envelope, not a padded envelope, but a poly mailer, and it's going to get shipped out. I mean, very little work for $5. So, we are lucky. We have found the money glitch in eBay, and not everybody has an easy time to make money. So $5 in 5 minutes, I think that's decent. Not going to do that all the time, but in that one case, it was a good pair of jeans. The next item that sold was an ugly Christmas sweater, basically. It's been around quite a while. It's got a little Christmas village scene on it. It's a cardigan vest. It's got some embellishment with these beads, and it's got the metallic yarn in it. So a Cricket Lane ivory with pink winter scene cardigan vest, size medium, so for $12 plus shipping on top. Okay, the next item is this. I worry about this because it may not work when they get it. It is new in the package, but it's really old. So, and you don't know if somebody bought this for somebody as a Christmas present, like to play with. So, vintage Rawlings radar ball. It says 60 speed sensing baseball. Recommended for 13 and up. New in box. This sold for $20.24. I got it at a estate sale. The cost on it was 81 cents. I got a whole group of baseballs all at once and got a really good deal on it. So that's where that came from. The Simpsons thing came from my mother-in-law's storage locker that she was given, and that was full of toys. So those toys came out of that, which it took me a long time to sort the toys. That's where the time came in for that. So it was time expended trying to separate all these toys out. I still have some other toys to put up. I have a bag of My Pretty Pony and stuff like that. So I'll put all those up as a lot as well. The dress had a cost of $2.60. I got it at a garage sale on a golf course. Homes on a golf course. And the other stuff doesn't have any information on it. The next item that sold was a Notre Dame shirt. JanSport. This might be vintage. I don't think I looked up the tag to see if it was. JanSport, Notre Dame, Irish, long sleeve, white crew neck, sold for $11.99. It's got the stuff going down the sleeve, so pretty neat little thing. It looks very 90s, so it probably is vintage. That tag looks 90s to me. The next item that's sold um, is in the thumbnail. So this is a Fortnite sword. Fortnite Sky's Epic Sword of Wonder, 31-inch plastic blue sword, cosplay toy. And this sold for $33.74. I still have 3 of these available. And these I got from the Owl auction, the Ozark wholesale liquidation auction, where I spent $226 on the plumbing aisle, the kids' toys aisle, and women's sweaters and stuff. And I made a killing on that. Paid $226 in. The cost is less than $1 on this, and it will be an interesting thing to pack. That's for sure. I haven't packed one of those yet, so it'll be an interesting learning curve on that. The next item that sold is this 1983 Chicago White Sox yearbook with a poster inside. And this is an 83 that had the All-Star game at Comiskey. And this was the old stadium, not the new U.S. Cellular Stadium. So I still have 8 of these available. And those came from the first sports auction that we ever did when when Hi-Fi Resale Shop began. I still have some stuff left over from that all the way back. We're talking 12 years. So I found a box of it last year, and I started to relist it. Anyway, so then this Bobu gray camo with floral extra large shirt. This sold for $14.99. So that's a pretty good brand. I think they sell it at like Dillard's and Macy's and stuff like that. The next item that sold, that came out of a consignment sale that I'm doing somebody's closet for them. The next thing that sold was this vintage Sonic scrubber brush heads. They're new sealed, and these I don't know where these came from. $7.49 plus shipping on top for those. The next thing that sold was this human scale monitor arm. 2 of these actually sold, so this is the first one. We still have 6 available, and this sold for $44.99. The next item that's sold is the Mystery of the Seven Feasts of Israel. It's a DVD. It's several DVDs long. And this sold for $22.49. I got that in a Facebook Marketplace CD bundle. And records. The records I don't think I'll be able to do anything with. I'll have to put them in the garage sale and try and just get rid of them one by one. They're gospel. They're not really good. I might look them up, but to be quite honest, I just don't think I'm going to sit there and look them all up. And so I got this bundle for $20. And so there was 20 items in there individually that I will put them up. So that was one of them. So dollar cost on that. The next item that sold was this Archers of Loaf Greatest of All Time CD. This sold for $4 plus shipping on top. And then last night this sold So last night this sold. It is a Chicago Blackhawks 1970-ish corduroy DeLong adult medium jacket. it's in great condition. It's got the patch on the side, good looking back, got a patch on this side, and then this tag there, I got this out of a estate clean out back when we were in Chicago. Cleaned out a lady's apartment, and her son was a huge Blackhawks fan, and he apparently had passed away, and she had all his stuff still. I think he passed away in the 80s at some point. And anyway, we got that jacket out of that estate sale clean out. So that was yesterday evening. That sold for $159.99. It was up for almost $200. They offered me $100. I came back with $159.99. They took it. And then the last thing that sold was another one of these monitor arms, and that sold for $44.99. So I still have 6 of those monitor arms available. I probably could get more at any given time. My friend has more of them. So the other thing that happened this weekend, on Saturday morning, woke up to somebody offering me $190 for a Dave Matthews Band poster. So they bought the poster. I accepted the offer. The poster went through. Sometime Sunday morning, they're like, we want to cancel that order. So I had a feeling that they were going to cancel that order. I don't know why. As soon as it sold, I was like, this is great. Maybe it'll spur up sales a little bit. But I kind of knew in the back of my mind that it was going to be canceled. So I don't know why that was. But the Holy Spirit was telling me, don't get too happy with this, because it ain't going to stick around. So that is everything that sold. Again, it was $634 in gross sales. 15 items. Let's see here. So I'm going to pause this here. Okay, so we have no sales going so far today. Nothing has sold so far today, which is not good. I was looking at my bar graph, and I did have a Monday under 100, November 3rd, so we're at the 23rd right now, so I don't know what's going on. Hopefully we get some sales today. I know people are, vacations and stuff are starting and everything. Kids might be out of school for Thanksgiving. But that's going to be it for this video. If I don't do another video before then, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And remember, Jesus wants to have a relationship with you. Get in that Bible, read it, spend some time praying with the Lord, and remember, when you find that really cool item at that garage sale and you don't have to pay very much for it, give yourself a high five. See you next time.